Courts and toilet breaks. Your Wimbledon questions answered. Daniel Austin. Why does Novak Djokovic always play on center court? Seven-time Wimbledon winner Djokovic may only be the sixth seed at this year's tournament, but his status as a legend of the sport means big crowds are still very keen to watch him, more so than some of his higher-ranked rivals. That means that more often than not he is given highest billing. The All England Lawn Tennis Club, ALTC, which operates the championships, told the BBC. The scheduling of the order of play each day is a complex operation. We take great care when scheduling matches and allocating courts. All decisions are made with fairness and the best interests of the tournament, players, spectators, and our worldwide broadcast audience at heart. Novak is a 24-time Grand Slam singles champion, so that is certainly a factor when scheduling. The last time Djokovic played anywhere other than center court at Wimbledon was in 2021, when he beat American player Denis Kudla in straight sets on court 1. He last played away from the two show courts in 2018, when he beat Horacio Zeballos in straight sets on court 2. Are tennis umpires allowed toilet breaks? Yes, although they do their best to avoid it. An umpire's job is to manage a tennis match as efficiently as possible, without impacting play. Therefore, taking a toilet break and delaying play is far from ideal. Umpires often restrict how much they eat and drink before matches in order to avoid having to take a bathroom break. In fact, when Swedish umpire Mohamed Layani officiated the longest match in Wimbledon history between John Isner and Nicholas Mahut in 2010, he did not take a bathroom break at any point. But sometimes, nature calls, in which case an umpire will aim to keep the delay as short as possible. What is the longest ever single game at Wimbledon? Isner and Mahut may have produced the longest ever match in Wimbledon history, but they didn't play the longest individual game. The longest game played in the singles at Wimbledon was between Spaniard Tommy Robredo and Italy's Potito Starace in the first round in 2004. Though 20th seed Robredo won in straight sets, their match included a game which reached a whopping 34 points. The second longest game was the 32-point epic produced during the 2023 final between Carlos Alcaraz and Novak Djokovic. That lasted 26 minutes. Djokovic had 8 game points on serve, but was unable to convert any of them, and Alcaraz managed to take advantage of his 7th break point on his way to victory. What is the fastest ever serve at Wimbledon? The fastest serve ever recorded at Wimbledon was hit this year by Frenchman Giovanni Mpetshi-Perricard during his first-round defeat by Taylor Fritz. The 6 feet 8 inches 21-year-old smacked down a 153 miles per hour serve, though Fritz won the point. The fastest serve ever recorded was 163.7 miles per hour by Australian Sam Groth at the 2012 Busan Open Challenger. That event is not recognized by the Elite ATP Tour. The fastest ever serve at one of its competitions came from Isner during a 2016 Davis Cup tie against Australia. The fastest ever women's serve was 136.7 miles per hour by Spanish player Georgina Garcia Perez at the 2018 Hungarian Ladies Open, though the fastest on the Elite WTA Tour was from Sabine Lisicki of Germany, who hit a 131 miles per hour effort at Stamford in 2014. At Wimbledon, the fastest women's serve is the 129 miles per hour Venus Williams achieved in 2008. The point at which serve speed is measured is just after it leaves the racket. Why do post-match interviewers stand so far away from players? Duncan in Northampton. When athletes finish a match in some sports, they are interviewed by a reporter who stands in close proximity to them. Not so at Wimbledon, where post-match interviews are conducted from a few feet away. The reason? Quite simply, so there is a clear view of the players. A clean shot of the players is better for broadcast, both live at the time and also for wider use on international news coverage and social media feeds in the aftermath. How many tennis balls are used at Wimbledon each year? Katie in Shrewsbury. New tennis balls are used after the first 7 games of a match, then after every 9 subsequent games. New balls are used so that old ones with reduced air pressure from play do not compromise the quality of matches. The ALTC estimates about 55,000 balls are used per year. Some old balls are subsequently sold to the public, with the money raised going to the Wimbledon Foundation. Others may be donated to the Lawn Tennis Association for distribution to tennis clubs. How many times are players allowed to bounce the ball before serving? There is no limit to how many times a player can bounce the ball before serving. The majority of players have a consistent ball bouncing ritual. The strength of the bounces and the number depends on each player.